Your life is full of many passions. Let's talk about some of them other than music. I know one of them is making a difference in other people's lives.
Through wine. No.
Wine is one way. We'll get to the wine. Hold your horses. We're getting to the wine.
Yeah.
Um, but your foundation's raised more than $5 million for MS.
Yeah.
I had the chance to be out at Pebble Beach a few years ago with you for the Clay Walker Classic. Amazing experience. Incredible group of people. What's one of your favorite memories from hosting the Clay Walker Classic each year at Pebble Beach?
That is, that's one of the things I'm most proud of. It's because it's a total give on my part, but yet I receive more than I could ever give. Uh, the the tournament is called the Clay Walker Charity Classic, and it's a full partnership with the Pebble Beach Company, the greatest golf resort on earth, and we have a partnership with them. It being able to take that brand that was been around since 1919 and put it with our MS brand not only gives it validity, but it gives it a platform second to none in the golfing world to bring very much needed dollars uh, to people who suffer with MS, and it brings so much knowledge too and exposure to most people do not know what MS is. It's multiple sclerosis, and they don't even know what that is. So getting that word out there, it also is a beacon for the people living with MS. I've received countless emails, countless letters, countless thank yous that they can see someone is fighting that fight with them and for them. And look, it brings an incredible amount of joy uh, to those people. It brings joy to me. So and I appreciate your participation in that, and as I do everyone who comes and shows, their philanthropy and just their time. Really, time is the most valuable thing we have.
Are you surprised at how many celebrities come and spend that time with you um, and the people that are supporting the foundation?
Probably the greatest thing. One of the first years we started it, I reached out to Jeff Foxworthy, and Jeff immediately said absolutely, and I offered to fly him there, and he goes, no, no, no. He says, I'm flying myself. I'll take care of all my expenses. I don't want you to do anything. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. He comes out there, and I'll walk over to his hotel room, and we're just getting ready to go out. And he's going to do his bit, And I said, hey man, I said, all you need to do is 15 minutes. I did not want to put big lift on him being a monster celebrity. And he looked at me and he goes, what? I said, he goes, I can't even get warmed up in less than an hour. And like he was panicking that he wasn't going to. And I was like, no, no, no. You can do 5 hours. I just don't want you to feel oppressed. I don't want to feel like I'm taking it. He goes, Clay, he goes, I'm ecstatic to do this. He goes, this is going to help so many people. Yeah, I'm humbled by the celebrities that have given their time, and it has been humbling.
Now let's talk about the wine. I
Uh,
know you enjoy a nice bottle, um, but you have your own wine label now. How did that come about?
well, I started drinking wine, about 15 years ago, and I really like it. I've discovered things that I like about wine. Certain kind of grape that I like. Is it a Cabernet, and Merlot, or Chardonnay? There's tons of different varietals of grapes. But once I discovered what I really liked, I really wanted to have a label of my own, and so we worked on that, and we're going to be coming out with something next year, the beginning of next year, that I'm very excited about. We're working with a grower that grows great Cabernet, And so stay tuned for a lot more of that.
Fantastic. Next passion, reading. I know a lot of readers. I don't know many people that read more than you. Where did you pick up your love of reading?
Uh, I've always loved literature. Love writing songs. So I love words, and because it's kind of like food. You put different seasonings, on food and get so much different taste out of the same food by using different seasonings. And in particular, I love reading religious materials, especially stuff on Christianity, and I've studied other religions and nobody has it. Nobody has it perfect. We live in a very broken world, and you probably could tell, by talking about my son, about that, it's very personal to me, religion, and I want to be informed. I want to know the truth. I don't care what label the truth has put on it, but I want the truth. And I look for it all the time. Some of your books have really helped me. One of the greatest books I've ever read was Rediscover Catholicism. And it was the first time I'd ever read a Catholic author that it spoke to me. And the beauty through how to find the beauty through all the trouble. And that started a faith journey for me about 13 years ago that has been incredible. And I have read some of the greatest theologians because of that book. But I always go back to your writing because it is simple and piercing at the same time. I find that's what makes the greatest songs too. It's not let me impress you with my vocabulary or my diction. It's let me find your soul. And I know within the first chapter of any book if that's what the author is really seeking, because that's where I'm headed in my life. And I read every day, and I look and gravitate towards that kind of writing.
Other than reading spirituality, what else do you like to read?
Nothing. I'm boring. Okay, I mean, I could. I like playing chess. If I'm not, but there's like I don't really read fiction. I love Lord of the Rings, and nothing compares to that for me. Once you've had that, where do you go? What else is there? I've seen nothing that even comes close to comparing to that. I love Western movies, and they stopped making them for some reason, so you got to go watch the old classics. But for entertainment, I would rather listen to music than read fiction, because music allows you to have your own thoughts and your own imagery and imagination. But if I'm going to read something, it's going to be exactly something like I described